Hi there. I know it's been a rough week. This week, Republican candidate Rand Paul suspended his presidential campaign, leaving many libertarians and liberty-minded Republicans to wonder who they should support in the presidential election. A third-party candidate, another Republican, well, here to provide guidance and wisdom on the freedom movement. It's its godfather and the host of the Ron Paul Liberty Report, Dr. Ron Paul. Welcome back, Dr. Paul.
Kennedy, nice to be with you.
Great to have you. I've been hearing your name a lot over the last few days, and I want to know, because you have objective perspective on what it takes to run for president. When you look at Rand's campaign, why didn't it catch on?
He didn't get enough votes. That was the problem. Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of different reasons, I think. I think that to take a position where you don't want to go to war carelessly and you're a non-interventionist and you think you should only go to war with a declaration, it doesn't sell in the evangelical community and who wants to, endorse a George Bush policy of preemptive war.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to guide people away from carelessly getting into war, it really wasn't the right setting. I don't think that is a revelation about what the country is like or the whole Republican Party. Just think, the whole country now is against putting boots on the ground any place in the Middle East or anywhere, and I think that is very good, and we're winning that argument.
Well, I've talked to a lot of libertarians who feel like Rand should have embraced you and your message. He should have taken you out on the campaign trail sooner. Do you agree with that?
Not necessarily, because, it's not like he was completely different. But if you compare him to me, he was the closest. If you compare him to the others, he was way out. But his strategy, you can question strategy, especially when you have to back out of the race. Strategy is one thing.
Yeah.
But I just think that he by far surpassed them in protection of privacy and reaching out to minorities and making people think about not going to war carelessly.
Yeah.
There was nobody that even comes close. And these pretenders now are, oh, I want the Libertarian vote in the Republican Party. That to me is a real joke.
Okay, well, let's talk about that, because Ted Cruz is making a direct play for your supporters, not just people who are disappointed that Rand is out of the race. So where should libertarians and liberty-minded Republicans go now?
Well, I think they should just forget about the Republican primary, and for that matter, forget about the Republicans and Democrats, because they're all interventionists when it comes to war, when it comes to monetary policy, when it comes to civil liberties, and when it comes to the, all these things. They're very much interventionists. So if you want to change the world, you have to change ideas, and you have to reach people. That was the purpose for me in politics, to reach people and try to change their minds, and so you have to do it outside. Now, if you can take that and get involved in politics, which I did, and, reach people. So I would say now there's nobody that the Libertarians should consider either in the Republican or the Democratic Party, so they're going to have to go to an alternative party. And, of course, there's no democracy there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have a candidate in the Libertarian Party, are they going to get in the debates, which are controlled by Republicans and Democrats, and
no,
they all agree on all the issues? It's a joke.
Okay, well, let me ask you this, because people are so passionate about your message. You have been personally responsible for converting so many people, especially young people, to libertarianism and opening their eyes to freedom. Why don't you run for president as a libertarian?
Oh, I never thought of that. Man, I better not kid. No, I'm only kidding. No, that's not in the cards.
Why
I'm
not?
very much involved. Well, because I think it's difficult and it's a big job and you need a lot of money, and I get tired, trying to get enough money to do these things. And it was true that a lot of money came in spontaneously.
Yeah.
No, I'm not interested. I don't think. I think I've had my chance. I did it as a Libertarian. I did it as a Republican twice, and some good has come from it. And so it would be a little bit late. And the democratic process doesn't exist in this country. You don't get the, Kennedy, I have to come on your program all the time to get a little bit of coverage. Do you think they cover the anti-war position, the civil libertarian position?
All right. Well, Dr. Paul, thank you so much. Thank you for your insight, and we'll talk to you again very soon.
Thank you.